PCP works with law enforcement on every case. All evidence is turned over to officers immediately unadulterated. Criteria predator meet before disclosure. Suspected predator contacts PC minor first. Suspected predator accesses PC minor age and continues person. Suspected predator speaks sexually with PC minor. Suspected predator disseminates sexual graphic material to PC minor. Suspected predator requests sexual graphic material from the PC minor. Suspected predator arranges to meet with PC minor for sexually explicit activities.
How you doing? Hey. You don't get signal in here for anything, do you?
I even say connected to Wi-Fi.
Oh, you guys got Wi-Fi here?
Yeah.
Huh. I'm trying. My name's Max.
Brad.
Brad, nice to meet you, Brad. So, yeah, Brad, I'm trying my best here to connect.
Just trying to do.
I'm trying to connect here and try to figure out some things. And, well, part of what I'm trying to figure out, Brad, is why you might be talking to Bella. Last name starts with K, right?
No.
No, Brad. My name's Max. I own a company that what we do is we get to the bottom of things for people and help them out.
Oh.
And Brad, I know you've been talking to Bella.
Who's Bella?
Bella on Facebook. You know who I'm talking about?
No.
How about Jasmine? No.
No.
No. No, Brad, honesty goes a long way with me. I know you've been talking to her, and I'm not here to cause you any trouble. I'm here to get to the bottom of things.
Well, I don't like being recorded, right? You're going against the law, for one.
No, sir, it's not. Now, if you don't want to be recorded, I understand that, but it is for my safety and your own. And I'm here to just have a conversation. You don't have anything to say with me?
No.
I can just advance it to my boss, and they can do whatever with it that they need to. But I'm not here to cause you any trouble. I'm just here to have a conversation with you.
Well, I'm talking.
Yes. Hi.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Brad,
Leave me alone, dude.
I'm just going to go for a stroll with you now. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Brad, come on, just have a quick conversation with me and I can take off. Brad, just have a talk. Just have a talk, Brad. That's all it is. Just have a talk. Okay? My fat ass shouldn't be out here walking like this. Actually, no, I take that back. My fat ass should be out here walking like this. Listen, let me shake your hand again.
No, it's
All right. So, let's get down to the bottom of this, all right? You made me chase you all the way over here. I just want to get to the bottom of why is Brad having these type of conversations with 13-year-olds?
why are you sending me a messenger?
Because they're 13-year-olds, man. You're the adult.
I didn't do nothing bad with them.
You didn't do anything bad with them? Buddy, I got the messages right here. So let's be honest. You hoofed me all the way over here. Usually I'm the nicest guy in the world. People tell me I'm too damn nice for my job. All right, you got me to hoof all the way over here. So be honest with me so I can take my fat back to my car and go home. That's fine. You know what, let's step right over here so we're out of his way. It's a beautiful park here. How you doing today?
Pretty good. How about you?
Doing all right. Cute little one you got there. All right. I yelled at you. You made me walk over here. Let's get back to being calm and everything. I'm good with that. Are you good with that? All right. So let's talk about Bella. All right. She's why I came out here. Her grandma reached out to me because Bella was all upset that somebody was causing her a fuss. We went through her internet records, all right? I saw where you had been talking to her. She was talking to a couple other people too. I've already been to talk to them, but my dumbass had to go look for you in Saginaw. I went to like 5 different addresses for you in Saginaw. You weren't at any of them. Then I was able to track you down here. Only because I knew what your truck looked like. I went driving around, I found your truck. We went. How do I know what your truck looked like? Because it's registered to you. That's public information. So we went, found out what your truck looked like, went looking around. I've been driving around Bay City, Michigan here for the last 4 hours. So all I've done today was come to look for you. Okay? Now, with that being said, sir, why are you having these conversations?
I don't even know.
You don't know? Is it boredom?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Now, you know, there's different places that you can have conversations if you're bored. Chat GPT, Omegle, stuff like that with overage people. Facebook with obvious 13 accounts. That's probably not the best place, is it?
No. I
Okay.
know better.
Okay. Now, how about, did you ever send any illicit images?
No.
Okay, but did you ask for some?
Yeah, but I never pressed it. Just for, see if they would.
See if they would. Yeah, but you still ask for a 13. That's a bit of a problem, isn't it, Brad?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what would it have been had a 13-year-old sent you a naked image of themselves?
They defeated it anyway.
Well, yes, but what is that called?
I know what it's called.
And isn't that a crime?
Yeah.
To even have it?
Yeah.
All right. So you know it's a crime. Did you know it's a crime to even ask for it?
I really know.
Okay. It is. Okay. Now, ignorance of a crime does not excuse you from committing a crime. Not knowing a speed limit is 55 instead of 75, they'll still get you on that, right?
Yeah.
Now, with all that being said, we asked for nude images from Bella, right? And the newest one that I found while I was doing my research actually in your hallway, I didn't even know what apartment you were in yet. I was still looking. When I was doing research, I found that you were talking to a Jasmine. I was starting to read her conversations with you. And I'm going to tell you what, buddy, it looks like you have a pattern. Can you agree with that?
Yeah. Like
So-
I said, they shouldn't be on Facebook for one.
Well, Facebook is 13 up. So Yeah, they should be on Facebook. Facebook was created for college students, and then it was like open up to high school students. Can be in high school. Some 13-year-olds are in college. So yeah, they should be on Facebook. They should be allowed to be kids on Facebook, right? But does that mean a 13 should be solicited by a 56-year-old man?
No.
Okay. We can agree on that, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what was the whole deal about talking with them and asking them if they'd ever seen a male genital or anything?
I don't know.
Okay. You don't know. There's got to be something that gets down to the bottom of that. Because you didn't drag me all the way out here to, what is this, 18th and Broadway? This is a beautiful park, by the way. You weren't.
Yeah, I guess there's a problem with it, but
Okay. You weren't asking them to sit around a campfire and sing "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star" or anything. No. You know what? You want to have a seat on this bench? You and I both had a pretty good walk over here, pretty brisk. So, when it gets down to the bottom of it, Brad, is we had two girls now that I need to go talk to. How many other ones are out there? That you can't tell me that those are the only two.
those are the only ones I've talked to.
Those are the only ones you've talked to?
Just because they sent me messages first.
They-
Like I'm going out there looking for them.
Okay. Well, I read all the Bella chats, and it didn't look like she sent you the messages first. I'm gonna have a seat. You can have a seat with me. I'm not gonna hurt you. So,
You sent me a friend's request.
okay, send a friend request. That's a little different. But no, because according to the Facebook records, is you sent the friend request and it looked like you found her in the age gap chat room. Okay, so you're obviously okay with an age gap. That's fine. Everybody's got a little bit of an age gap, but we got to know what the legal age gap is to pursue. Me personally, if they're under 35, I ain't gonna mess with them. They're crazy, buddy. So, what is your hard limit? Because obviously we know 13, and you'll at least entertain. You wouldn't done anything with them?
I wouldn't even touch it. I was doing it more for a joke than anything.
A joke? Just talk?
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna be shooting straight with you. During my research, while I was standing in your hallway, you can get a lot of things off the internet, a lot of Facebook preservation. So it doesn't matter if you delete any of your conversations right now, it's all on there. Facebook keeps everything. So while I was sitting there, it definitely looked like it was more than just Bella and Jasmine. It looked like there was an Emily or a Sarah in there too that you had been speaking with. I hadn't even read through all of Jasmine's. I read the very first line where you asked who she was, and then I read a little bit down where it looked like you started asking her for some graphic images of herself. And it looked like you were pushing it pretty hard. I quote, pigs can't send dirty images, right? Yeah. Who are you referring to as pigs?
Well, she said she's the one that called the cops pigs. She goes, we referring to them as pig.
Okay, I didn't see that part, but you kept going with that though, right? Gotcha. So why would we continue pressing it even after she said no? And it looked like she said no quite a few times.
Yeah.
Okay, why would we keep pressing that? Okay, as an adult, kids are automatically going to want to listen to you and try to please you. It's how they are. They want to be accepted and treated like adults, right? It's just a battery pack. So obviously we got that are being propositioned to send dirty images by you. That you were talking about doing some graphic things. Talked about you talked about putting your
Yeah, I know. It's like,
yeah. Why would we talk about that with a third? You're not a bad looking guy. I mean, obviously I'm a little bit better looking. I'm 25 years younger than you, but I should look a little bit better other than the weight. You're not a bad looking guy for 56, right? 55, 56? Okay. I couldn't remember the exact birthday. I know it's
I don't
around.
know why I was doing it, all right, guy. I
Okay.
was doing it just for kick.
You don't need to call me guy. Mr. Term, Max, you can call me that.
Doing it for kick.
Okay. Just doing it for kicks. Where else could we have found some sort of entertainment than talking graphically with the... Have you ever been accused of any of this in the past? Now, I saw burglary charges and stuff like that in the past, but I didn't see anything else. I was just wondering, was there any accusations? Okay. What? I'm trying to figure out why you would do it just for kicks, because where does that even start? What makes us kick off with, oh, you're 30, let's start talking to see if they'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how much of a mental mind game that is and how long that'll actually stick with them? Okay, so let's say they really like you and Bella really liked you. Like that's why she was so torn up. Grandma finally got to the bottom of it, that she was talking to somebody online. And she was just trying to please you, but she wasn't wanting to do something that was completely uncomfortable. So now she's at home, upset. Grandma's got to put her through therapy. That's not a good situation for her. That's something that could last her whole life. That would start off as a game. I don't think it just started off as a game. What got you in?
I don't know. I don't know, Max. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, did somebody send you something that maybe piqued your interest? Had you seen talk of this? Have you been in fantasy rooms, anything like that? Just I'm confused as to why you would all of a sudden start. Because people don't just wake up, at 56 years old and start saying stuff like, "Hey, Miss 13, I want to lick you all over and stuff." That doesn't happen. There has to have been something that started it, I'm just getting out of the kid's way. Like I said, there had to have been something that peaked all this off. Don't need any smoke around the kid. Obviously, you knew where the park was. You're in good proximity of it. How often do you come down here?
This is actually the first time I've been here.
First time you've been here?
Yeah.
Wow. Huh. It's a nice little park. Like I said, it sounded like you stood around the fire and singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. You were having conversations with 13-year-olds online that were talking about very sexually graphic conversations and stuff. And I'm just not convinced that you just one day woke up to have a little bit of fun.
I've been talking to girls, women online,
Yeah.
I was just basically talking the same way.
Okay. But so just anybody you open up conversation like that with?
like with women, we're trying to get hooked up and stuff and start talking to each other. And
Yeah, but okay, so women start talking that, but don't just start talking like that, do they?
No.
Now, I don't have any myself, but I've been around them. I've talked at church. I've talked at school meetings and stuff, and I've never heard kids that just openly start talking like that, talking about how they're going to go deep and then finish in their mouth and stuff.
I don't know.
I've never heard kids talk about that, especially at 13. 17, 18-year-olds, yeah, you hear that stuff. But, yeah, you don't hear that. Or is that like a Bay City, Michigan thing? No?
I'm not from Bay City.
No, it looked like you were from like Saginaw or Hemlock or something. Gotcha. Yeah, like I said, I've been looking for you all day. So, I don't know. Brad, like you got me a little riled up. I'm usually the easiest going guy. I want to shake your hand. I want to be in and out in 5 minutes, and just make sure that you're not going to get to the bottom. Not going to do this. We get to the bottom of it and we're done. But I feel like you're not being honest with me, and honesty, like I said, goes a very, very long way with me.
I'm being honest with you.
Okay.
Well, right now I can't even talk to anyone. Can't even fucking message anybody. Well, I can use Messenger and it's on Facebook anymore.
Why is that?
They fucking restricted me.
For what?
They said I can't. All of a sudden, when I try fucking, like on the date sites and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
they won't let me message anybody or send a friend's request to anybody.
Okay. Usually I see that when something has been sent that was not requested or very graphic or possibly even illegal. And when I say possibly even illegal, usually it's something that revolves around those images that you were soliciting from the, and if that stuff's going around.
I think said nothing bad on the date sites.
Well, I understand, but if you said it's something to one of the members of those dating sites, they'll report you. And then they launch an investigation. Facebook looks at your stuff individually. Like, it's their platform. They can do whatever they want. And then they report to law enforcement. I'm not reporting to law enforcement right now. I'm just here to have a conversation with you. That's all it is. I own a ministry called People's Rights Education Defense. And I'm here just having a conversation. Like co-own. My boss is Daisy. She decides what to do. But we're trying to figure out how to prevent Brad from having conversations like this again. We're trying to prevent how Brad got there. Sorry, we're trying to find how. But how did we get there?
I don't even know.
Like I know how we got to this park. I know every road that we took to get here.
Talking to that one first, and just got too carried away.
Just got carried away. What was it about Bella that made you get carried away to begin with? Because I like I said, I read the conversation. And my boss is just wondering how much longer I'm going to be. So I told her I'll be probably another 35, 40 minutes. Got a long walk back. So you want to start walking that way? Like I have no problem having a conversation with you. I'm calmed down. You had me a little riled up, but now I'm calm. So what was it about that conversation? Because I didn't see anything in the conversation that would have immediately made me jump to the kind of conversation that you jumped to. Was I missing something? Did she send you an image I'm not seeing? Because I've got most of the records.
what she all said.
Okay. You don't remember? Okay. Because it kind of looked like you started out with like, you got a boyfriend or something like that. And she said no. And you asked if she had ever been with anybody. Why would we automatically jump to that on a... That's the part that's really confusing me. Because once we figure out what started all this... What's that?
Truth at first, I thought they were fighting jail from about their age.
I looked at both their profiles, buddy. And I looked at Emily's too. And I'm going to tell you right now, both of them, sorry, all three of them, definitely don't look like they're over 13. Oh, Gaz doesn't even look like she's over. But beside that, once we get to the bottom of how we got there, we can figure out how to prevent from ever going there again, right? That's my whole goal.
Like this, I know.
Well, you know, I hear that. I volunteer with drug addicts and stuff too, right? And I hear them say all the time, yeah, I'm done. I'm not going to do anything like that ever again. And then next thing you know, they're in the newspaper for getting arrested, trying to buy from a cop or something like that. See the problem there? And I believe that you can form an addiction to absolutely anything. If you can form an addiction to alcohol, you can form an addiction to drugs, you can form addiction to sex. And the people I've talked to, man, some of them have an addiction to looking at little kids and stuff like that. I don't think you're at that point. I don't.
No, I would. I've never touched a little kid.
Gotcha. So you're not one of the bad guys that, you know, automatically turn everything over to law enforcement. You know, you're not that guy. If you were, Brad, I wouldn't have talked to you. I wouldn't have followed you all the way down here to just have a conversation, you know? My goal is to have that conversation. Then we shake hands as friends, and I check on you every once in a while just to make sure that you're doing good. But I need to lay that groundwork right now. Okay? How many phones do you have?
Just one.
Just the one? Laptop, anything like that? Smart TV, anything?
Nope.
Xbox?
Nope.
Man, so you do everything on your phone?
Yep.
Wow. How do you live your life, man? You watch your TV and everything on your
I
phone?
don't watch.
Oh, you don't watch TV? Oh, shoo.
I stream something like one, but
Well, stream, yeah. Like Hulu and stuff?
well,
Netflix?
Pluto.
Pluto? Okay. So, you do all that through a phone?
Yeah.
Doesn't that hurt your eyes?
I don't watch that much.
Oh, okay. So, back to how we got into all this. Like I said, it looked like the metadata took us back to that age gap chat room. Why would we be in an age gap chat room, especially with big age gaps?
It's 18 chat.
Okay.
I thought anybody under 18 shouldn't be in there.
You know, I agree with that.
That's what I thought it was. I thought that's what it says on the rule.
Okay.
I mean,
I didn't read their rules, but you know, I don't think that I don't think 18s and shit like that be talking to grown-ups, you know? A lot of people think it's just illegal for them to talk to grown-ups at all other than a teacher or something. Oh, I remember this street. 18th and Franklin. Sweet. So, you know, Brad, do you go to church? Did you grow up in a church family or anything? Huh? What made you stop going?
started working,
Just busy?
Yeah.
Gotcha. What kind of work do you do now?
Right now, I'm not.
Oh, you're not? Gotcha. So that gives you a lot of free time.
Yeah.
A lot of free time is not good time, right?
No.
Gets us into trouble. No. I know another guy that had a lot of free time. Got him into a whole lot of trouble. You know, he was having conversations with people, and then that took him down this dark path. The kind of path that I'm trying to avoid Brad going down, you know what I mean? And just kind of worried about you. If you're not working, not going to church, do you do any volunteer work? No? How would be a good time, a good way to occupy Brad's time instead of trolling around on the Facebook and, I don't know, YouTube or whatever? Good with hands? Build stuff? Okay.
I do landscape.
Landscaping? And you're not working right now? Man, it's peak time to be landscaping. You can do a lot of work. Oh, what kind?
Blood clots.
Ooh, okay, that makes sense. In your legs?
Yeah.
Oh, not good. Not good if you're having blood clots and trying to landscape. I got you. Somebody hits me, I'm going to total their car and I'll walk away laughing, you know? It's fine. It's like hitting a cow. But you doing better now?
Yeah.
They got you on like blood thinners and stuff?
Yep.
Okay. Kind of work were you doing before you were landscaping?
Pretty much all I've done.
Pretty much all you done? Whole life?
Yep.
Man. All right, that's a rough life. Lot of sunshine. So,
Don't know what's wrong. I shouldn't have been doing it. I actually don't know why you didn't say doing it. Just
I get it.
see how far I can go, I guess.
Just see how far you could go.
Yeah.
See how much you can get away with.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand that.
I said I'd never do nothing with the fucking line. You know,
Okay. Gotcha. So,
like you said, boredom.
boredom.
Boredom and too much time on Facebook.
Well, I agree with that last bit. Facebook is not that good of a place to hang out on. I'm going to slide over. Or actually, let's walk down this way. You know, Facebook can get pretty raunchy. What's the worst thing you've seen on Facebook, by the way?
People
Really? Like,
go on some of the dating sites on there.
nah, I'm good.
Well,
They adults or not? You're not seeing any like kids or anything on that. Okay, man, that's rough.
it's like prostitution's all over there on there.
Really?
Once you see somebody that says hook up or meet up, that's what it is.
I didn't know that. I didn't know it was that bad. Now, neither Bella or Jasmine brought that up to you, right?
No.
Okay. It's just you brought up all that initially.
Well, I think it might have been, I think it was Bella that said that she was with the older guys. From the
Okay.
beginning.
Okay. I'd have to go back and look. And honestly, I don't feel like opening up all the paperwork and stuff.
That's why I started with her.
Gotcha. So, okay. But if somebody says that they've done something before, is it still right to elicit?
No. I know I was in the wrong, so.
Okay. Hey, admitting is the first step to any recovery, right? Would you say you have an addiction to all this?
No.
No? But I'm afraid it is showing a pattern. So, yeah, Bella, obviously a little bit more promiscuous. But, Jasmine.
Like I said, they send fucking guys fucking requesting first.
No, they shouldn't.
When they send a guy a request, they know how old they are.
Not necessarily.
They go on your profile.
Not necessarily. Your profile is just a sunset.
Yeah, well, that's all on the bed, actually.
Okay.
But it says what year I graduated.
Well, that's not always public. And if you show up as, people you may know and stuff like that, I understand, because Facebook's already making a suggestion that, hey, you already know this guy. Or you might already know this guy.
Yeah. You might know this guy.
17th and Fraser, we go back this way, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's how Jasmine said that that's how she found me. Because what was that? Some of you may know.
Okay. All right. So it sounds like you remember a fair amount of the conversation. What? So can we go back to, what made us want to push the limits?
Boredom.
So you're more of an opportunist?
Yeah.
Okay. You know how you could possibly be labeled by certain people?
I know.
I don't think you're that way. I think you're, like you said, an opportunist. Somebody to talk to, somebody to mess with. But, the couple hours that you talk to each of them, that doesn't equate for all the time that you spend on Facebook, looking around, talking to people. How many other people are you pushing the limits with?
No, I really. Well, there's a couple of girls, but old, 30, 40 years old.
Okay.
But we'll talk about meeting up and stuff like that. So,
Are they local?
no.
No? Oh, how about... All right. How about a couple of apps that some of your old phone numbers came back to? Hello? Hey. I don't know. We're getting close back there. I'm at 16th and Fraser. We'll be back and I'll be done. Gotcha. Yeah, we're almost back. 16th and Fraser. I'll probably be another 10, 15 minutes. Okay. Thanks, boss. So, she worries about me. But yeah, some of these apps that your old phone number, or I think it's old phone numbers came back to. Telegram, Signal, Sessions.
I You said Telegram.
Yeah. Well, whoever's got that account active right now is getting a massive amounts of data sent to them. And it's triggering some scanners that we have.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know?
Might have been one of my old phones. I don't have it on my phone here.
Okay.
All I got on my phone here is Zing.
Zangy? Okay. Zangy's another one I've heard of, but I didn't see any traffic on yours. So with that being said, what kind of conversations are happening on Zangy and Telegram? Because I've seen some pretty nasty conversations on Zangy and Telegram. Not specifically from you, but like I said, one of your old numbers on Telegram is getting a massive amount of data sent to it. Like a scary number. We're talking about gigs. And it's triggering red flags. Oh, what's up, puppy? I don't know. Some of the stuff we can see. And some of it's coming across.
If you want Zing, I get at least 2, 3, 4 spam ones every day.
Gotcha.
People. If it's how do they get your number?
Yeah.
Send your private messages.
Gotcha. So, with that being said, how many, yes, sir.
Come on, guys.
I'm just having a conversation with Brad. Brad, you're not going to have any more illegal conversations with 13-year-olds and ask them for sex
Hey, buddy.
new images or anything, are you?
No.
No? You're done asking that?
Yeah.
Your conversations were on Facebook?
With us. You don't have to talk to me. Hey, dude. Yeah, boy. Hey, can I come talk to you?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm done with that.
All right. So we're on Wild Goose Chase looking for you guys, right? And Kai's apparently at Rexer. And all right, what's going on today, dude?
All right. So I have one of the sets of chat logs right here.
Yeah.
Brad here has been having illegal conversations with perceived 13-year-olds on Facebook. One going by Bella, one going by Jasmine. He has asked for images. He has talked about meeting up and having sex with them on multiple occasions, and he was getting very pushy with the request for images.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. What's your birthday, bud? You have an LLC or something?
We're a 501c3 nonprofit.
Okay. Just a private organization, though?
Yeah, we're incorporated,
Okay.
but yeah, 501c3 nonprofit.
Okay, I got you. How'd you come in contact with this guy?
So the original decoy, going by Bella, her codename's Twinkle. She's actually the one that made the call.
Okay.
So all of her information should already be logged. He met her on a age group dating app. How you doing, officer? And then,
talk to my partner real quick.
yep. Officers are a little upset because we were walking and stuff. I just didn't want to be around. I didn't want to be around the kids. We were fine, and then an entire family, like 5 kids, showed up, and yeah, I didn't want to be around the kids for the conversation.
Sorry. You're good. Said fella?
Yeah.
And goes by the name of Twinkle?
So her codename's Twinkle.
Okay. And she's the one that called?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I got you. All right. What'd you say drew your attention to this guy?
So he reached out to her on a age group dating app, group on Facebook.
Yeah.
And he struck up the conversation with her.
Okay.
And then after insisting that she show him images of herself on a live video,
Yeah.
he blocked her because she refused. We don't ever send. And like I have all of her chats printed out here except for the last 4 hours.
So you reached out to this fella.
No, she reached out to me. So Bella is
So Bella is the actual person he reached out to?
No, that's just the decoy.
Okay.
It controls.
Okay. Gotcha.
And he reached out to her and then blocked her.
Yeah.
And then Jasmine is the decoy I control.
Mm-hmm.
And left it up to him if he wanted to.
When did he originally reach out to this Bella?
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Do you know what day by chance?
I don't off the top of my head. I can probably pull it up.
Okay. And what has this guy said to you about all this?
He admitted to having conversations, and he has said that he was just trying to push his luck. He's bored at home.
Okay.
He wasn't ever actually on meat, but during the conversations that he was having,
was it ever established in your guys' conversations that she was?
Oh yes, right away.
Okay.
Yep. And like I said, I can show it to you. So he reaches out. Hi, how are you? I said, hi, I'm okay. How about you?
Okay.
He goes, I'm okay. Where are you from? USA.
Yeah.
Full Michigan. Stay in Kazoo.
Okay.
And then
do you have all the screenshots saved somewhere besides on paper?
Everything.
If I give you a card, will you be able to send those in an email?
Most definitely. The big one is I'm not looking for an arrest or anything tonight, but I think there's enough probable cause to
what I do in
seize his device.
Oh, you said touch this situation. I type a report and I send it to our detective bureau and they go from there. So we don't do anything with that kind of process. We take the investigation, take the initial report. If that's something, because you as a private organization, right? It's not through our own entities, our own channels, right?
I understand.
Right?
I've been doing all this in the state of Michigan.
Yeah.
I have convictions and arrests in Michigan.
Yeah.
But based upon the evidence that we've been able to provide and have readily available for you, both on her end and our end, there has been an established precedent to be able to seize his device, not necessarily search it, but at least seize his device until you can obtain the search warrant. Right. And that's what I'm afraid of, is he may have more stuff on that device that he's going to be able to destroy before you guys can access it.
When you say that's for new, what was he asking in particular? If you
and he instructed on how to properly master and things like that. It definitely came across as more for his own personal gratification.
Okay. I got you. So you never actually reached out to a real person?
For him, it was a perceived real minor. But yes, it was not.
No actual person.
I don't have any record of that. No.
Right. Gotcha. All right. So like I said, what I do, I take that report and I'll type stuff up on this and I'll send it to our detective bureau, see what they want to do with that going forward. Okay.
I understand. So, but like I said, his device, he said that he's only got one and he can toss that right away. I mean, you guys have a gigantic river right here that can go in and you'll never see it again. Yeah. So I'm pressing the importance of at least seizing the device.
They can put a hold. They can request to preserve. So,
that's good for.
It's regardless of digital, what the actual physical thing is. If he's on Facebook, they can do a request to preserve on Facebook.
I understand how that works.
Do all that kind of stuff.
I understand how that works, but he's also on some encrypted apps like Telegram and Zangy that you'll never be able to get access to that stuff. They don't respond to subpoenas. They don't respond to summonses. Yeah. They will literally burn it and you'll never see it again. And
what?
Predator exposure.
Okay, I'm going to make a phone call real quick. I'll be right back.
Please do. Please call your supervisor. I think you have enough mitigating circumstances here to at least seize the device.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. It's not like you're going through our channels. It's not, you're not one of, you're a private organization.
I understand.
And you're not with Bay City,
I understand. I just got an arrest with ICAC yesterday. Yep. So I know how this works. Right. What I'm saying is there's enough probable cause here if you guys just seize the device. You don't have to search it. I know you don't need. Sorry, I know you need a search warrant to go through the device, but you don't need a search warrant to seize the device.
I'm gonna make a phone call real quick because, like I said, we don't handle this type of things usually. Our detective bureau does. So
I understand that.
Back to you. Okay.
No, the officer was almost getting to the point, well, if there's no real kid, guys, it doesn't matter if there's a real kid or not. The intent was there. Guys, he did say something about forcibly holding her head until he was finished in her mouth. How about that?
So I did talk to my supervisor, and just like I explained before, that's our consensus. That you don't take the physical device. You can actually get a search warrant for the platform itself. So
It's not on one platform.
What's that?
He's not just on one platform.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at.
And that's not a problem. You can get the different platforms.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You've already said that you don't specialize in this. I do. I've been eating, sleeping, and breathing this for almost 2 solid years.
Yeah.
He's not just on one platform.
Okay.
He's not potentially.
What are the platforms he's on besides Facebook?
He admitted being on Zangy, which is a very secured platform.
Yeah.
You cannot. I'm telling you right now, you cannot get a subpoena handled by that.
Right.
He admitted that he has had Telegram in the past.
Yeah.
I can see that.
What's his name on there on Facebook?
On Facebook, Brad.
Okay.
And the decoy that was initially talking to him is actually on the phone with me right now. And she reminded me that he even spoke about being forcible with it.
Okay.
That he was going to make her suck him off until he was done. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
So, like I said, that should be enough probable cause. I wish you would at least look at the evidence.
Well, you're gonna send it to me, aren't you? On the email.
I have paper evidence for you right here. I can give you the device that he was communicating with me on.
Right. I'm not asking for advice. Like I said,
And
that's
the
like
drive's ready to go.
Right.
I understand you're not the detective, but you're the front line. You can make a probable cause seizure on this.
No.
Yes, you can. It happens all over the country. Guys, by the way, guys, I heard him admit to enough with the other officer about the conversation for them to seize the device. I don't know. I don't think they know the full parameters of all this. He told me that he doesn't know this. He hands it over to the detectives. Ask for a supervisor to come out. That is the next step. Yes, the cop just walked away from me in mid-conversation. This guy doesn't have a registered address. He's not even listed on the building tenants. I was still looking for him, and he walked out in front of me. I hadn't even started.
We're just talking about getting more specifics and stuff like that. So,
Well, from the conversation I've heard him speaking with the other officer down there, I can tell that he's already admitted to enough, again, for a probable cause seizure of the device. Can I get a supervisor, a sergeant, a lieutenant, or something?
no, I give you the complaint number for reporting that type of.
No, I'd rather have one on scene.
Okay, no, unfortunately.
That can't happen in Bay City?
No, it's on our policy. Some places have
Okay, what's
policies
policy or law?
What's that?
Policy or law? What drives?
There's no law, there's no policy in Bay City that says we have to provide a supervisor upon the request of us.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Can I get your supervisor, please?
you can call my supervisor anytime you like. Okay. You know our Bay City public safety?
Oh yeah, it's right up the street here.
Yeah. You can go up there
Yeah,
and talk to him and everything. But these are from him. When I just talked to him, that's why I made that phone call. That's who I just
Was
talked to.
Sergeant what?
Sergeant Strong.
Strong?
He's strong.
Straw.
He's my supervisor. Right?
Okay.
So
Who's the lieutenant above him?
there's no lieutenant right now.
No lieutenant?
We got
So-
sergeant right now.
Just sergeant.
Yep.
Okay, so
I'm on shift right now. Yeah.
okay. Telling you this is not how this is supposed to go down.
No, I get you. Do you have any police background?
I've read enough about the law and know how
You-
probable cause works.
Do you have any criminal justice knowledge, any law degrees?
I don't have any degrees. Degrees don't equate to intelligence, sir.
No, they don't. But there's a requirement for understanding law and interpreting law.
Well, I understand that.
Okay. And that's
But also working with law enforcement across the world.
Right.
I have arrests in Australia. I'm working with another one in the UK. I know how to read law. I know how to interpret law, and I know how to make my cases work with law enforcement in
Right.
every jurisdiction that I go to.
right. And every jurisdiction is going to be different.
Yes, you're correct. But if I can get a federally funded program like ICAC to take my case and prosecute,
Yep.
I should be able to get Bay City, Michigan,
Right. But
to at least seize a device.
Yeah. Federal is a different jurisdiction. State's a different.
I understand that.
County's
County,
different
municipal, I
Cities,
understand.
We're city. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to make things difficult. Okay. I have to operate within the parameters what I can. Okay. And as far as the supervisor goes, yes, you can make a complaint about me.
Based upon what you have heard, but you refuse to review even the evidence in front of me.
You just showed it to me.
I showed you where I said I was 13 acting as the minor. You didn't see the rest of the evidence.
Because I'm telling you, we don't seize the device in these situations on the road from our point.
But
what we do is if it's reason enough,
okay,
we can do a search warrant based off those and do a preservation request.
Probable cause. How about for fear of him potentially destroying evidence? You can seize based upon those parameters too.
You're talking about physical evidence.
Yes. Okay. That phone is physical evidence.
Talking about digital.
That phone is still a physical piece of evidence.
Understand Facebook is it's internet based, right? It's not on a device, just a device.
Correct. But what else could he possibly have saved on there?
That's possible. But we're talking pertaining to any social media platforms, correct? Facebook, and you said that these
other ones that don't even respond to, but he has direct access to on that device that he can destroy everything right now. He can destroy that.
Delete that, and we can still recover that.
No, you can't.
Well, we've done that. I know that's been done. So
you know that they've recovered from Zangy. You know that they've recovered from Telegram.
I know they recovered from social media platforms. Yes.
Social media platforms. Okay, what you're referring to there is not Telegram. You're referring to Facebook. You're referring to Snapchat, and you're referring to like Instagram and Twitter. Right. What I'm talking about is heavily encrypted apps that are not based in the United States.
Yeah.
They are not based in the United States. They don't have to conform to our laws.
Right.
And with click, and it's all gone.
Right.
Everything that he may have on there that is incriminating is gone.
And that's why we do the search warrant. We can get those, we can recover those data.
No, you can't.
Okay. And you might be right. I might be wrong. But this isn't a debate for you and I to have right here. Okay.
No, that's why I asked for your supervisor.
No, and that's just it. You can call my supervisor. Okay. Make a complaint about, because these literally words he's telling me is that no, we do not take the device right now. Okay. That's what my supervisor.
So based upon what he has already told your partner over here, and that I've been able to overhear,
I wouldn't take a report if there wasn't something to go off. There's something to go off.
Well, I understand that there's something you go off of.
Right.
What I'm saying is there may be more to go on that he is going to be able to walk away with.
Right. But we don't investigate that here at the road level.
No, you don't. I'm not telling you to investigate it at the road level. I'm telling you to make it so that you can investigate it once you get the search warrant.
Right. And that's what the preservation request is for. Okay.
For Facebook and Snapchat, but not for the other platforms that he's on. They're not going to respond.
I'm sorry that you've had different experience with different agencies, but this is...
Don't apologize for the other agencies that actually do this very, very well.
I'll get your complaint number. Going forward with these types of situations, I don't know how well it's worked out for you in the past with just jumping out on people and then calling 911 and being able to respond. Luckily, I didn't have another call. Okay, I came here immediately when I got the call. Okay.
1721.
I would try to coordinate with agencies. Our agency, if you're going to do something like this.
Okay, so I can be acting on behest of law enforcement and ruin.
Just so we have a more mutual understanding. That's all I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Because when we got the call, you guys were at Rexer. Now I'm hunting you guys down. She said you guys are westbound on 18.
Yeah.
Eastbound 18.
Yeah, because a big group of kids came to the park at that point in time, and I was getting him away from the kids.
Yeah.
Because I don't think kids should overhear that kind of conversation.
It's a whole misunderstanding. It's a frustrating part. Like, we don't have the best staffing as far as availability, right? So if I have traffic,
you don't have the best staffing. I understand that.
Right. Okay. Here you go. Here's a complaint number. Feel free to send those documents to the email if you want to help this situation, this cause you're fighting for.
But what?
Take care, buddy.
Super thin blue line there. Here's the fun thing. I get to walk back with him. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Devices. Oh, hey. Sergeant? Trying to figure out why we didn't at least seize... Matt. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm trying to figure out why we didn't at least seize the device or even review the physical evidence I had printed out for y'all.
Okay.
he looked and saw where it said that she was 13, and that's as far as he would look. He wouldn't look over anything else. I literally tried to hand it to him multiple times. Wouldn't even look.
Did you have digital copies?
I have digital copies, yes.
Okay. Did he make arrangements for you to send them
Yes.
to him? Okay.
I understand that, but my fear is this gentleman is going to go now and destroy that device. And yes, I know social media like Facebook and Snapchat and all those will respond to subpoenas and preservation requests.
Okay.
He's on apps that don't.
Okay.
Specifically, Telegram, Signal, Sessions, what was the other? Zangy.
Okay.
They do not respond to him. The only way in is through that device and the other device that's being communicated with. They don't store anything in the cloud. They are end-to-end encryption, and that's it.
Okay.
There was enough probable cause in my experience with working with law enforcement across the country and to at least seize the device, not search it. I understand the difference between seizure and searching.
Okay. And where was this device? What kind of device you talking about?
He had a cell phone on him. He admitted that all the communication that he was having with the individuals was through the cell phone that was in his pocket. Didn't seize the device at all. And the communication that I heard between him and the other officer, not Officer Nay, I didn't catch the other officer's name. He admitted to enough crimes right there that in every other jurisdiction I've been to, they would have seized the device, not searched it, but seized it. And now he's walking toward the river when I left him. That's a mighty big river that he can easily toss that into.
Sure.
That's my fear, is this gentleman is going to now go destroy the evidence. And Officer Nay wanted to quote to me that, well, it's destroying digital evidence, physical evidence, not digital evidence, and all the evidence is digital. Yes and no. You destroy the physical evidence that has access to the digital evidence, you just destroyed evidence, and that gives you guys the right to seize the device in prevention of destruction of evidence based upon Michigan state statutes. And yet nothing has happened there. I came down here to talk to you, hoping that you would at least listen to me, at least take the paper copies and review it, and have enough to go.
Are those copies for us? Or
Yeah. I quite literally tried to hand it to him multiple times. All of this is recorded on.
And all of this paperwork here, you're going to send him digitally as well.
Yes, I'm going to send all that as well. But the reason I print that out is so that you guys can see that this is not just a joke. It's not, it's nothing other than we're trying to get this taken care of. I'm not asking for an arrest tonight. I'm not. I understand that due process has to happen. But there was enough probable cause based upon my experience and what I've seen across the country, not just here in Michigan. I have arrests in Macomb County, which not that far from here. I have arrests in Kalamazoo. As a matter of fact, Kalamazoo City Police want to work with me on a day-to-day basis. And I'm blown away by the response here. And I don't mean that in a good way. Officer Nate did not seem inclined at all to review that evidence. I understand he's not a detective, but him reviewing it can give him the...
obviously, I can't speak for him or what he saw or maybe he saw enough and was like, okay, I already have it.
Oh, don't worry. I have all that recorded.
If you're going to send it to me digitally, then I'll have more.
But
I can't speak for him, but
I kept offering. I even asked for you to come on scene. I asked to speak with you.
Okay.
He said, well, I can come down here or I can call the non-emergency number and speak with you. I'm a face-to-face guy.
Sure.
I am afraid that this guy, who's not even on the tenant list for that building that he's residing in, is going to either disappear with the device, disappear altogether, or just destroy the device.
Okay.
And
this is all the communications over all the apps that you have messaged him and whatever.
There's just two apps.
Okay.
That's my communications.
Yep.
And the other decoy has all of hers ready to send immediately. I just need to send her a link. Usually we send it through Axon. He just gave me a email address to send it to.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that too.
Yeah.
But he's now got the opportunity to destroy evidence.
Okay. But and again, I can't speak for him because I wasn't there and I wasn't in his head, just whatever decision he made about taking his phone.
I'd happily play it back for you.
But if he had the physical copy and then you're going to send the evidence to him, I could see why he would say, I don't need the phone because I already have the evidence. But I can't speak for the reason he said that. Does that make sense?
I understand.
So if we have it, and then you're also going to send it digitally.
You have those communications.
We're not destroying anything.
Yeah. Yes, you have those communications. Yeah. But he's admitted to having other communications.
Okay.
on other applications that don't respond to subpoenas and they don't work. They're not in the United States for
So
one.
it communicates with other people other than you is what you're saying.
Yes.
Gotcha.
He admitted that to me.
Mhm.
And he wouldn't watch me play anything back. He wouldn't read what I was offering him.
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out why. This is obviously a bad guy. He did it with not one, but two individuals.
Mhm.
One was a little bit more promiscuous. The one that you have in your hand right there was acting super naive the whole time.
Okay.
He led the entire conversation,
Mhm.
demanded nudes multiple times,
Okay.
kept offering to send images of himself that were graphic,
Mhm.
talked about going down to Kalamazoo where she presumably lived and picking her up, having sex with her. The other decoy that he was talking to, he was going to force her to accept him finishing in her mouth. So obviously this doesn't seem to be just talk. When it's just talk, you're not talking about forcing anything.
Mhm.
I'm afraid that this guy has a ton of other information and he's going to get away with it.
Well, it sounds like, and again, I reviewed none of this. Just going by,
I understand.
by what you're telling me and everything, it sounds in my mind that there's plenty enough to get a warrant for his arrest. Once the report's forwarded to our prosecutor, and obviously they make that decision, not us.
But
so-
that's not going to happen until Monday, Tuesday at the earliest.
Okay.
Correct?
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, unfortunately, it works. Yeah.
Yeah. So Monday or Tuesday, that gives us 48 hours minimum
Mhm.
for him to get
Well,
rid
I
of
guess,
that
and what I'm
device.
saying too, regardless whether we would have taken his phone or not tonight, he's not going to jail tonight.
I'm not wanting him to go to
Yeah.
jail. Well, yes, I want him to go to jail tonight.
Sure, absolutely.
But that wasn't my
Feels like
goal.
you need to go to jail.
My goal was to secure all the evidence. I secured everything that I could get, including some admissions.
Mhm.
Now I'm trying to get you guys to secure the rest, the access to the other world that I can't access legally. I can't access the rest of his information legally. And obviously you can't without a warrant either, but you can at least seize the device with the probable cause that's been given.
Right.
And that's what I'm trying to get at. I want that to happen. And yeah, I'm not trying to be a dick about it, but I'm trying to explain the urgency.
Mhm.
Because I can quite literally, this phone right here, in a very heavy duty aluminum protected case, I can have this destroyed so that no tech could recover anything in 4 minutes.
Right.
I
agree with you. I don't. I mean, they're very protective devices, and yeah, they're tough and stuff. Yeah, if you don't want something to be found, you're probably not gonna be able to find it.
Exactly.
Somebody knows what they're doing for sure.
Correct. And
So-
I hope that you're getting the urgency here, and will please send somebody, call a detective, get a prosecutor on the phone. I know there's a prosecutor that will take a phone call this time of night. I know there's a judge that will take a phone call this time of night. Get somebody to please at least going to get that device from him. I wish it had happened right then and there because he, like I said, he was heading toward the river.
Yeah, obviously, I'll do what we can do to get that done. I'm not sure what else anything else I can help you with right now.
You know what? You're
And
at least
I'm not trying to blow you off or anything, but
you're
I
being
get
more
your urgency,
receptive than Officer Nay.
Okay.
I can definitely certify that. I know though that the opportunity was with us 30 minutes ago.
Sure.
To do it immediately, and I did get blown off by Officer Nay. He literally walked away from me mid sentence.
What's going on?
Oh, you're gonna get both the full videos, the edited and the unedited. The edited, it has it muted.
Yeah.
You will get the full body cam footage.
He's wearing a body camera too, so whatever.
Oh, I know.
Conversations were recorded, so I can have that in of it too.
So, but I am very unhappy with Officer Nay. The 700,000 people that will be seeing this video in the next couple of days will definitely be unhappy with Officer Nay. And I'm not trying to be mean about it, but I feel like justice was let down right now.
Okay.
And I'm afraid that he's going to get away with a lot more egregious activities than what we know of.
Sure.
When Officer Nay asked me, well, what law degree I have, law degree does not equate intelligence. I don't need a degree in anything to know how to read a law and know what the law says.
Sure.
If the law says no jaywalking, means no jaywalking, right? If it says somebody over the age of 18 can't solicit somebody that's 12 years old for nude images, it means that somebody that is 18 can't solicit. If the law says
Look,
that,
I understand 1000% where you're coming from and what you need, or your, like you said, your unhappiness with us and Officer Nye. I will address that.
Nye, sorry, my apologies. I do try to get that correct.
Yeah. So I will talk to him about that and get it squared away and see what else we can do to get this case wrapped up.
Please.
So,
and my phone's on all the time. I do this stuff. I eat, sleep, and breathe it.
Mhm.
And it's lucky that this was a decoy and not my daughter, because when I took evidence for my daughter to law enforcement and I was treated in the exact same manner, I was not this calm.
Mhm.
So yes, it is a good thing it's a decoy. He is right in his choice of words to say that I am lucky. That's Officer Nye's words to me. But something needs to happen. And I think Officer Nye needs to go to either ghost training with Genesee County or some ICAC training or something. I will put on training. I don't care. He needs to understand how these laws work, how easily this evidence can be destroyed, and how teams across the world are fed up with being blown off just because we don't wear a badge. So I appreciate you coming out and speaking with me.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you, sir.
And if obviously if you're reading this again,
yeah, I'll reach out. I plan on coming back up here. I go wherever the bad guy is.
It's unfortunate that you would have to do that.
Yeah, I agree.
Those people are out there.
This guy is not.
All right. Well, thank you. Have a good night. Okay.
Thank you.